Hear me? First time catching Paige. I'm so sorry. I'm so glad that you caught me. I hope that you can hear me now. Can you fix the sound, please? Oh, it's just one of those days. Okay, can you let me know that? Okay. First time catching Paige. I'm so sorry. I'm so okay. Glad that you caught me. So let me. I hope that you can hear me now. Can you fix the sound, please? It's been one of those days, like the last 2 days with technology. I don't know what's going on. Anyway, I apologize. So let me start over. Did you guys, okay, while this is drying, I showed the, this bowl. This is the collaboration that I'm a part of. There's 12 of us. We created a workshop for Christmas ornaments, and all of that information's on my website. There's a link. Thank you, Paige. I apologize. Oh my gosh, I did not even see the comments. Man. So anyway, the collaboration was awesome. We went to Colorado. I went with my husband. Trying to catch up. I got to meet Lynn from L&J Goods, and I got to meet Royce in person as well. Royce from Recycle Treasures, and that was so much fun. Thank you, Paige. You're so kind. Thank you so much. Royce sat next to me, so we had so much fun. We did a dance. Friday night, I think. No, Saturday night, and we put it on TikTok. She was like, "Will you do a dance TikTok with me?" I was like, "Of course I would." And she's like, "Nobody ever does it with me." And I was laughing. I was like, "Of course I will." And I always want to dance. And so we did a little TikTok, and she edited 2 of the ones that we did and put it on Facebook. So that was a lot of fun. I don't know if I put it on. Royce is amazing. I know. It was so much fun to meet her. So I'm just doing a second coat, and let's see what we get. But do you see how it had more coverage than what it looked? It looks transparent for some reason. Gravel Road does the same exact thing, but dry it. Just paint it. Don't overpaint it. Dry it, and then see where you're at. And I can always touch up different spots here, and fix it. So I'm just going to go ahead, do a second coat. I might need a third coat. Usually with DIY paint, you don't. I chose Tarnished Pearl because it's a gray white, and this piece of paper is really white, so it'll be fine. It'll work. You can do any color that you want. The reason that I do a white background typically is because I want my colors to pop, and I want it to look really, really good. I just got my second ever order of her paper. Rivets, yes. Red ticking and neutral Christmas blocks. Okay, that's awesome. Yeah, the papers are great. They are great quality. They're a great size. There's so much you can do with them. I like the rivets. I have that to the side, and I'm trying to figure out what I'm going to do with it, because I definitely, as soon as I saw it, I was like, okay, I got to use that one. So I have that to the side. I was a retailer, and I didn't buy papers for a while, and I just came back on. So I missed a whole bunch of papers, and so I was really impressed and excited about the collection that she has. And so I'll be getting more soon. I have a lot on my website. My website is lisaboondesigns.com, and so you can go on there to figure out all of the DIY products that I have. Of course, I have DIY paint, Sweet Pickens Milk Paint, Recycle Treasures, I have some Posh Chalk, and Mara's stencils. I was sad that Mara didn't go to Carmen. She went last year, so I got to meet her last year, which was awesome. But she had her own workshop going on, which looks like so much fun. I've been catching glimpses of some of the lives that she's been doing, and looks like so much fun. Of course, she is so incredibly creative. Are you taking her decoupage class? I'm doing my paper mache pumpkin. I am in the class. I haven't had a chance because since I was away, I don't even know how she's doing it. But she left a day before I did. Well, she left Sunday morning. She left Sunday morning. The workshop was all Sunday was the last day, and so she didn't go to it, and she had to go back home. Then I stayed an extra couple of days because it was my husband and I's anniversary on Friday. And of course, we're in, the workshop. I was, and he was just in the hotel. I would meet him and we would have dinner and stuff and go exploring a little bit. But, it's a little bit boring for him. He didn't want to explore without me. And I told him I'd been to that area so he could drive, but he needed the rest and relaxation, honestly. And it was probably good for him because he works so hard. And so we ended up going to Estes Park. And if you're not familiar, that is like the base of the Rocky Mountains. So I posted some pictures on my personal page of that part. I was trying to get my camera because I actually took most of my pictures on my Nikon. I hardly ever pull it out anymore, and I love photography, and I knew that I would definitely want to capture really good pictures. So when I got home, I just now finally got a chance to get on there and look at all of my pictures. I am going to be putting them in a video. And then of course I've got several projects that are going on. I've just been so incredibly busy since I've gotten back, and I knew it was going to be that way. And I'm literally like empty. Hi, Sandy. Hello. I am walking like a zombie and I'm exhausted, and I can't see the comments on the DIY paint page. I just realized. So I'm just so tired. I'm so tired. And so I haven't been able to catch the live. I mean, oh, there we go. Hi, Sheila. Oh my gosh. Thank you guys for bearing with me with the audio. You love the dance, Sheila? Thank you. That was so much fun. Um, no, I did not get sick at all. I know a lot of the girls got sick. I didn't get sick. I have a really strong immune system. And the only thing that I'm struggling with is there's a couple of days where I didn't sleep. Like the day that we went to go drive, I didn't sleep. And then the day I'm coming back home, I didn't sleep. And then I take elderberry every day. I take lemon and ginger shots. These are things that I make myself, and I love it. And then I'm taking this herb rhodiola too. That helps with all of it. Helps with energy, immune system, all of that stuff. Well, the rhodiola is a little bit different, but it does help with energy. And I didn't have all of my stuff, so it hit me. It hit me, and plus, then you're eating a whole bunch of stuff that I don't like to eat, and not sleeping and eating late, and so I think all of it just kind of wore me out. And then the drive, I was so tired when we got back. It was so exhausting, but it was so much fun. We thrifted all the way there, and we thrifted all the way back. And even like Monday when we went to the Rockies, we drove through the country, a different route back to the hotel, and we thrifted Monday. So I brought back a lot of stuff. So I'm really excited about it. And I'm going to be creating some videos. I'm working on a YouTube video for a dresser that I did using DIY paint. I created a custom color that, oh my gosh, y'all, it is gorgeous. So gorgeous. Oh, I meant to add, I was going to show some of the thrift on the video, but I didn't preload it on Switcher. But you will have to get a glimpse of it. I'll do like a little reel on my Facebook page. So go ahead and like my Facebook page, and I'll post it on YouTube as well as a short, just to show you what I'm going to be doing. And so I'm going to do something a little bit different. I've been working on something behind the scenes with Switcher Studio, and they're going to help me create a shoppable video on my website. I survive on energy shots. Yeah, that's basically what the ginger and lemon are. I really need to go So Natural Options and get off of energy shots. The bad energy shots page. Oh yeah, I used to do that. There's so much toxins in there. What's the mixture of the custom color? It is a beautiful, beautiful blue color. I used Hey Sailor, Bohemian Blue, and a touch of Black Velvet. Oh my gosh. I had to match a piece that she had, which, y'all, that is stressful. That is not fun. When someone wants you to match something that they already have, um, because DIY paint has different stages of color. So I had to try to create the color, and then I had to let it dry, and then I had to seal it, So it took me 2 tries, and I got it, and it came out. It came out absolutely just beautiful. And I had so many people. I'm gonna put this down here, let it dry. I had so many people that came to the store. I hope that doesn't fall. And they saw it and they were like, oh my gosh. And I am not a one color girl. I do not like to paint things in one color. And typically when someone asks me to paint something, it usually is one color. The good thing is that because we were matching this other piece, and it's just impossible to match something, I noticed that the piece was really, really scratched on top. And the piece that she was matching was fully painted. I think this is my line. There's so many lines. I think this is my line because I remember the flower was going to be cut. So see, I'm just taking this water pen and just making a water line. And that's how I cut my paper. The scissors that I have here at the store kind of suck. And I can't cut a straight line with it. And they're just so hard and it hurts my hand. So I just figured I'm just going to go ahead and cut it like this because I prefer the organic edge anyway. And usually when I cut it a little bit bigger than the surface. But I can always go and paint over it to make it all blend together. So I'm not worried about it. So anyway, we just had so much fun on that trip and it was so inspiring. Not just, Carmen is inspiring. I can't wait to show you the video footage of all of that. But I took pictures of rocks and trees and the color combinations were so inspiring. It was incredible. Someone's coming in. Can't wait to try that color. Bohemian blue itself is beautiful. Yes, Bohemian blue is beautiful. And she had the thing. Oh, not that way, not that way. She had wanted it's a navy color. But when I was looking at the thing, I'm like, I see like the Bohemian tone in there. So I added a little bit and a little bit of black to darken it up. And I just couldn't believe how beautiful that color was. It was Hey Sailor, Bohemian blue, and a little bit of, I'm pretty sure I used Black Velvet. I'll have to check. Or little, or it might have been Little Black Dress, but I'm thinking that it was Black Velvet. I have a customer. I'm so sorry. Hold on one quick second. Hi. I'm on a Facebook Live.
Oh, okay. Yeah. When are they gonna finish?
They needed 3 more pieces of wood, and she came over here and got it.
Okay.
So it should be today.
All right.
I thought they had already finished.
And then the baseboard or the
trim?
cold base,
Mm-hmm.
You didn't have any. I went and bought something. They're gonna put that down too, aren't they?
Yeah, they're supposed to because it said trim on there. He told me.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So I set it over there. So
okay. Perfect.
All right. Sorry to interrupt.
No, you're not. You're no problem. Thank you.
Okay.
All right. I hope you like it when it's done.
Oh, I like it.
Yeah.
Now.
Okay. Good. We're installing floor in one of our local businesses. So that's kind of exciting. We're redoing his bathroom. Okay, look at that. How pretty. Okay, there's a delay, so let me just wait for you to see it. That's going to be so pretty, right? Okay, so I'm going to put my paint up so that I don't knock it over because this is a full, is this a quart? Yeah, a quart. So DIY paint, I don't often talk about this, but this is a good thing. I'm glad I said that. DIY paint comes in sample jars, which is an 8-ounce jar. And then it also comes in a pint size, which is 16 ounces. And then it comes in quarts, which is 32 ounces. And honestly, I never had all of the sizes. I would buy them, the bigger ones, for myself. I didn't think anybody would buy them at the store, or I don't know what I was thinking. I did before I was a retailer, but I'm like, I know I'm weird and extra. So no, this is not Royce's paper that I'm using right now, Paige. I apologize. I said it when I didn't have sound. This is my friend's paper. My friend, and I can share the link when I'm done here. But my friend has some decoupage papers, and I like supporting small businesses, and of course she's my friend, so I wanted to buy her paper, and she has some rice papers, and she has different ones. So I just bought a whole bunch of stuff from her. I also picked up usually I shouldn't have started that. I'm using Big Top today, by the way, to decoupage with, because I left the liquid patina on my dining room table, and I forgot to grab it. So now I want you to notice that as I'm putting the Big Top on here, so yes, you can decoupage with DIY paints. Top coat, Big Top, not a problem at all. I'm creating a straight line, and then I folded this back. I have this exactly where I want it here, and then I'm going to let this drop. I'm going to use this paper here, that bag, and I'm going to get this down. Probably should have, maybe I should have wet it a little bit. All right, let's see what happens. It's hot in here, and so the paper is drying. It's drying, not the paper, but the Big Top. So I like to use the plastic, and I like to rub it. I don't mind wrinkles. It does not bother me. If that bothers you, you could do the iron-on method, but I think the iron-on method, it's great and it works really well, but you're gonna have to top coat it anyway, and it's like a false sense of security because you think, oh, there's no wrinkles, it's so happy, but as soon as you apply a top coat on top to seal it, it's going to get wet and it's going to wrinkle up, but then it just levels out itself. So I don't really worry about it. So I like to hold this taut, and then I'm going to get it down. Can't use liquid patina in the deep south. It stays tacky on me. Really? Where are you from, Paige? Yeah, I'll share the link. Where are you from? I heard that before. I've heard someone say that, and I want to say, try adding a little bit of water when you're using DIY paints, liquid patina. Sometimes I do that anyway, just because I can, and you get a little bit more bang for your buck when you do that because it lasts a little bit longer. South Africa? Wow. Hello, Tracy. Yes, this paper is absolutely beautiful. Southeast Texas, hot and humid. I would love to see if you could try it, if you still have any, and add a little bit of water. And sometimes I have actually, like if I have just a little bit left of one or the other and I'm trying to decoupage, I have mixed Big Top and liquid patina before. I'm just interested now. I've heard people say that though. I have. What I like about the liquid patina, in reference to what you're saying, like usually if I'm doing a transfer, And if I'm doing it on a live, you know, when you apply a transfer, you need to seal your piece. So what you want to do is use liquid patina when you're working really, really fast, because it dries fast and it does have that little bit of that grit to it. You know what I'm saying? And it looks so good. See, I'm encouraging some wrinkles. I do want some wrinkles. I want some texture. I want some wrinkles. I'm really, really, every time I try to do it, I never get to, but I'm really encouraging some wrinkles and I'm creasing it down. I want some texture. And it's happening because this is a really thin board. And so I really needed to have put like a book underneath. So I'm trying to put a lot of pressure and it's kind of fighting me a little bit. So I'm letting that work in my favor. I'm not sure if I have any bubbles. I may have, just because of that fact. Because Big Top is so much thinner, liquid patina is thicker. Use distilled water. Yes. Yes. I talk about that a lot. The water that we drink is nasty. The water in our faucets are not good unless you have a filter on it. I've been waiting for my husband to hook up. I have an osmosis. What's the other word? I forget now because I'm not in that mindset. It's a huge one. It's not a Berkey, but it's similar to a Berkey. It's just not as expensive as a Berkey, and it is really great. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna seal this now. So I'm gonna use the same thing that I used to apply my paper. And see, the moment that I touch it with the liquid, it starts to wrinkle up. And that's because the paper's getting wet. So, like, don't be scared about that process. It usually always works out. And in this case, I'm hoping that I get wrinkles. But usually I don't get any. And the moment that it dries, it stretches out. And so it all works out. I want to make sure that all of my edges are down, especially because my edges are organic. They're not straight. And I want to make sure that all the fibers are adhered to the piece. And I'm trying not to get it on where I painted because I'm going to have to clean that up. Worst case, I guess I could paint the frame. But I'm not, I wanted to keep the frame the brown color. I think it looks good. So I've closed my Big Top. I'm going to hit this with the dryer. Now, I don't want my brushes near the dryer, so I'm going to move them because it will singe your your brushes. So anyway, the other thing I have going on is the ATCs. I hate that I have two different things going on at the same time, but we do an artist trading card subscription. There's 4 of us. Michelle is also a DIY paint retailer with me, Michelle Allen from My Shell Bell Creations. And so there's 2 other ladies that are joined us, and it's so much fun. Today at 4 o'clock, we're actually going live in our private subscription members group, and we're going to be unboxing the October box. We mail them out on the 10th of every month, and then we open the cart on the 11th through the 18th. So there's just a few more days where if you wanted to join us, right? Today's the 17th, right? I think today's the 17th. So tomorrow is the last day to join that. And so it's super fun. We each take turns sending out the boxes. So we're all different. We live in different places. I'm in Kentucky. Michelle's in Kansas. Grace is in North Dakota. And Amanda is in Virginia. So we're all like thrifting stuff, getting stuff, curating, buying stuff, wholesale, and making stuff. And we're putting it in the kit. So it's been a lot of fun. Oh my gosh. I got to meet 2 of my friends from the member group. One, she actually was in the workshop with me. She wanted to surprise me, and so she had gone to Carmen's. So that was super super fun. We got to sit together and have a lot of fun. And then the other one, I met her in Missouri on my way. We stopped and we got to thrift together. We had lunch together. Oh my gosh, she is such an incredible person. Like both of them, it was so much fun to meet them. And I tried meeting another lady that she actually lives really close to where we were, but she wasn't feeling well. So I've just been praying for her, and hopefully, if I get to go back to my thing is over here. If I get to go back, then I can meet her. Um, yeah, I was looking forward to meeting her. She's like the most creative, the most, she just would cheer us on and support us and support everybody else. I mean, just incredible group. Like they're so inspiring. And so we've just been having a lot of fun growing. We get to swap cards in there. We do sales for on our websites, exclusive for these ladies. I probably need to let that dry. I started ripping that up a little bit. But what I'm thinking is, okay, I need to wait because it's so delayed. I want to see what you guys think. The paper is beautiful, but I actually wanted to add like a little bit. See, these flowers are really similar to here, and I thought about maybe adding a little bit. I like adding a little bit. It's not black, it's like a brown black, and I have these scissors here. I'm going to see if I can just add, I think it would be so cool, and I'm not really sure how to cut it. Maybe I'm just going to, I don't want it that way. I want it this way. Like that. So I'm just going to score this, kind of like how I did. And then because it'll be a straight line, maybe. Okay. And then what I can do is I can use the other piece. Hopefully that's straight. I'm not sure. Okay. I can use the other piece on something else. Make sure. Now, I won't be able to apply this right this second. It's hard to see because it's still wet. I'm not getting the crease. Hold on. I love adding transfers. I really need my blade, but this is still so wet. There we go. If I fold it down. There we go. That's a nice crease. Can you see that? So I still have this scrap that I could use for something else. So let me see if I can get this a little bit drier. Do you guys like to use transfers and decoupage paper? I'm sorry, my teenager is really sick and just came out of his room talking. Aww. Well, I pray that he feels better soon, Paige. Thank you for coming in and watching. I know it's hard when kids are sick. It's so hard. I pray for a speedy recovery for everyone who's sick and all of my friends that got sick on the trip. So sad. It broke my heart because we had so much fun, and then to get sick. But you know, when you're flying, there's no telling what you pick up on airplanes, and a lot of people flew. I'm grateful that I drove. Plus, I got to thrift, and it'll make good content for all of you who watch. I started talking about this. So I haven't even talked about this at all. So this is the first time I'm sharing this information. But my friends at Switcher Studio are going to help me create a few different things that are going to be on my website. I need this to cool down a little bit. So I'm gonna be. That's another reason why I'm like exhausted. I've been staying up late working on different things. I'm gonna have some tutorials. I am going to have a shoppable video. So everything that I thrifted while I was on my trip, I'm going to be selling it on my website online. And so that's going to be a lot of fun. It's really different. And so this way I can also, let me see, let me see if I can. So a lot of the stuff here in this store is mine. Some of it is not. Some of it, I'm in partnership with my client. I run the store. I do all the marketing. I buy all the stuff. So some of it will be his. And a lot of it is mine. So that like that tray, I did that a couple of weeks ago. So like there's going to be a lot of stuff that I'm going to start posting on my shoppable videos, and then also a couple of things that I have at the other store where I sell all of my DIY paint and all of my DIY products. So that's going to be a lot of fun. Let me know if that's something that you are excited about, what you think about that. I'm so excited about these new enhancements and the ability to go outside of the brick and mortar in the local small town, because I live in a very, very small town. So people that are watching, like, I've picked up some really cool things that I couldn't have picked up here. And maybe that's the case for you, and you'll really like what I picked up, and you might want it. So it's going to work out for both of us. I want things to be mutually beneficial. I want friendships to be mutually beneficial. Business partners, that's the way it should be. Iron sharpens iron, and we help each other out. So like if I pick up something that you might like, it would be really awesome to be able to send it to you and let you enjoy it. So there's a couple other things. There's a big project that I'm working on that I don't want to announce yet, but I will announce it next week on Monday. It will be announced. So look for that. I'm so excited about this. All right, so let me show this to you like this. Hold on. Let me see. This is so cute. What do you guys think? I think this is so cute. I love this paper. I love this paper. I will post where I got this paper on my Facebook page. I will take a picture and I will give her a shout out. And this way, if you're interested in it, you can go ahead and you can pick it up. And I will do the same on YouTube. I will do it in the community. I will take a picture and I will post the link on there. So I don't know how this is going to do. Let me see. What time is it? It's 11:46. Okay. I'm going to angle this down. This is why I like using DIY Paints liquid patina. The other thing, you know what? Was it Paige that was talking about? Yeah, Paige was talking about this being stunning. Oh, she's still here. Oh, praise the Lord. You could decoupage with the liquid patina and then seal it with Big Top, and then that shouldn't be a problem about it being tacky. What I really love is using the liquid patina to get my transfer to stick when it's still like, I just did this. So I'm taking a risk. You know what I just realized? I didn't bring a little stick. I have one right here. Well, this one has resin in it. Let me see. I have a craft stick, but if that doesn't work, I can use, oops, this is the, all right, I'm going to take a chance. I'm just going to go ahead and butt this up. But see, the liquid patina gives it something to grab onto, because again, you don't want to apply your transfer to a piece that's wet. And a lot of times it could feel dry on the surface, but it is still wet. Yeah, Paige, let me know. I would like to hear from you. I want you to try using DIY Paints liquid patina, add a little bit of water, just a little bit, and apply it. And then always, you can seal it with wax. You can seal it with DIY Paints Big Top, depending on what you're wanting. So I want to hear how that works, because I want to know. I'm very curious, and then this way I could help somebody else. it's not, it's hot here, but it's not that humid usually. This summer though, it was very, very, yes, I've used the handle of the scissors. This is working though. I want to take it easy because I want to, I've used my finger, girl. I'll use my fingernail. Look, my fingernail can get it down, but sometimes that's hard on my hands. So I'm just going to use this little craft stick, and I'm going to take it slow because I want to make sure I get it down and get it good. I like to do it this way. The sisters just rub until it comes off, and then they peel it back. I like doing the two-handed method. I feel like it goes faster, and then I know that it's down. And if I pull up, see right now I pulled up, and there's everything didn't adhere. Can you see that? So then I just lay it back down. Now the transfer that I'm using, I didn't even say the name. It's Desperado. It's an oldie but goodie. I've been using it a lot lately in a lot of my little home projects. I like that one because of the flexibility. The ones that have, you know, like you can make a lot of little projects. Like I love Painterly Florals. I love that one. I love the Whispering Willow. Oh, I got to meet Lexi. Oh, how did I forget that? I was so excited to meet Lexi. She is the artist that created Whispering Willow for IOD. She's also created some beautiful decoupage papers for Voice. I'm actually taking her watercolor class in November, and I had just signed up for it. So I was so excited. I knew that she was going to be there all along. Carmen had told me that Lexi's the reason why she did another workshop, because she was done. She was selling everything. Yes, fingernails work great. Listen, we don't need anything when we have our fingers. We have everything we need. God gave it to us, right? And my fingernails are hard. So a lot of times I just put it down with my fingernail. But yeah, Lexi was awesome. She was so awesome. And I'm excited about the watercolor class because I've always wanted, I play around a little bit, but I'm hoping that it will really just transform things for me, you know, that I can create. Can learn some techniques from a beautiful artist, and again, supports a small business. Like, I'm just all about that. And then, of course, it's in a private group, so I'll get to meet some different people. And I love that. That's what I love about our ATC group, that we're building relationships and community, and it's inspirational. It's very encouraging to be part of a creative group like that. Yeah, Whispering Willow is one of my awesome favorites. That the tray that I did that I just showed behind me was the big floral from Whispering Willow. I mean, just the whole color scheme is like my favorite colors. There's some like the pinkies and purples and the greens, and it's just so beautiful. So she got stuck in the airport, and she was actually doodling and watercoloring. So I got to look at her doodling because she had posted a picture that, you know, she was stuck at the airport. Her flight got delayed, and so, oh, so beautiful to see it in person. Her little sketchbook. She was awesome. She really was. Everybody was. Carmen is amazing. It's just so much fun. All right, let me put this down. I missed a few, so I'm just going to put it down. Missed one little one there. Not that it really matters, but there we go. So we know that it's done when we have everything there. And see, that really is so pretty. I love that. I love that I did that. Now, if this didn't have text right here, I would take this one and I would put it up here, because that would look so pretty. But the text is there, and I want that text. So after you've applied it, I always, you shouldn't use fingers that have lotion on it, but I usually go with my fingers and rub on it. And then I do a light rubbing, and then I go a little bit harder. The light rubbing will make sure that if there's any little pieces that weren't really adhered, if they won't come off. Lexi paints amazing watercolors. I know. And let me tell you, she was just so wonderful. So wonderful. I just love everything about my trip and all the people that I met and got to hang out with and reconnected with. One of the ladies I reconnected with was Tammy Johnson, and she has a business called Lavender Grace. She does beautiful, she does watercolor too. She taught a little workshop, but she has beautiful, beautiful junk journals. Oh my gosh, so inspiring. And I wanted to take a video of one of them that she did, and it was an accordion style also. It was breathtakingly beautiful. She's going to join me on November 2nd. I'm doing a mini ATC event, and she's actually going to join me along with my friend Beth from Vintage Bandits. So we're going to be live creating ATCs on our own pages, and then I'm going to share it, share their work on my page. I'm going to go ahead, do one more coat. We have a few more minutes of the DIY Paints Big Top because I have to seal this. So you want it to be a continuous coat. You don't want to just seal the piece. You want to seal everything so it's all one level. The same thing if I added another piece of decoupage to this, you would do the same thing. You cover the entire canvas or entire piece of furniture, whatever you're doing. I love it. I love it. I love it. Let me close this up. And just like that, now the only thing that I will have to do, I'm going to clean up my little dribbles, is I'm going to clean the frame. If I got Big Top on it, I can still, if once it's relatively new, use my baby wipe until it cures. You can clean it. If I don't like it, I can always darken up the frame and paint it a little bit differently. So now I'm going to go ahead and angle this up. I want to see, it helps me to see it on the screen. Oh, I got some paint on the side. All right, so now I want to see it with the, yes, look at that. It just adds a little bit extra, and I really like the way that it turns out. And it makes the branch kind of make sense a little bit too, because it kind of extends that branch and it connects those leaves. So it kind of masks it, so it's not just like in the air. I kind of like that. So let me know what you think about this. The only thing that I think I would have wanted to do is maybe gotten a big word, like darker print. And I'm gonna think about it. I might add it, but I love watercolors, and I've been doing some digital papers that are all watercolor. I don't know, I'm just really into that. So I really fell in love with this little critter. I love the colors and the design of it. Can you add a piece to the middle far left? I could. I thought about it, and I might. The only reason I didn't is because, see, really faintly, once this dries, I think it'll pick up a little bit more. Once this dries, see, there's already florals there. So they kind of look like they're in the background, and they're similar in style. These just have a little bit more lines on there. But if it looks like it needs it after it dries, I might do that. Or the other thing that you can do is you can take a paint pen and you can go over the lines. And I have some fine pens, so you could do that, and just to make them come out a little bit more, because it does look a little bit dull, but it's all wet. So I just want to, before I make a decision, I want to see it when it's completely dry and see what happens. But I like it. I like it. Thank you guys for joining me today. Thank you for talking to me. It always helps. Oh, I see the roses now. Never mind then. But that's what I was thinking too, though, Paige. We were on the same track. I just want to see what happens. So it is really faint. We'll see. We'll see. All right. I will post the finished picture in YouTube and community. and on my Facebook page, Lisa Boone Design. So if you're not following me on Facebook, please follow. If you're not following me or subscribe to my YouTube channel, please subscribe. Go on there. Everything is Lisa Boone Designs. I have a link tree that connects you to all of the different links. The workshop is there. The ATC is on my link tree. The Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, and YouTube. All of those links are on my link tree. So anyway, thank you guys so much. If you need any DIY paint or any of the products that I used today, except for this paper, I will put the link where I got it from though. You can shop on my website, lisaboondesigns.com. Thank you, Paige. Thank you so much. Hope you guys